Don't scroll, because what happened in the fourth quarter of this game was straight out of a superhero movie. I'm talking about a response so cold, so dominant, so jaw-dropping that it flipped the entire energy of the arena. Oh my god, this wasn't just a win, this was a statement. Victor Wembanyama versus the Detroit Pistons. And early on, it felt physical. It felt personal. At one point, Duren rose up and threw down a powerful dunk right at the rim. The crowd reacted. The Pistons bench got loud. You could feel that moment, the kind that's supposed to send a message. But here's the problem. When you try to send a message to Wemby, you better be ready for the reply. Because in the fourth quarter, he didn't just respond, he took over. The Spurs were battling, moving the ball, spacing the floor. A three drops from the wing, bullseye. Beautiful patience. The defense starts collapsing toward the paint because of Wemby's presence alone. That gravity? It's real. Even when he's not scoring, he's bending the game. But then Detroit tries to attack. Cade Cunningham drives. Blocked. Not just altered, not just contested, blocked. Oh wow. The Pistons try again inside. Another attempt at the rim. And guess what? Sent back. Oh my goodness. It's like there's a force field around the basket. You think you have a lane, and then those arms appear out of nowhere. That's one, then two, then three. And suddenly the entire flow of the game changes. Detroit players start hesitating. Guards pump fake when they don't need to. Bigs rush shots they normally finish. That's impact. That's psychological dominance. Amazing. Meanwhile, on the other end, the Spurs are feeding off it. Castle attacks the rim strong. The paint opens up because defenders are worried about helping off shooters. The energy is shifting possession by possession. And then comes the sequence that had everyone shaking their heads. A drive into the lane. Scoop attempt. Wemby rotates from the weak side. Blocked again. Oh my god. That's 4 in the quarter. 4 fourth quarter blocks. Do you understand how insane that is? In crunch time, when every possession matters, when legs are tired and nerves are tight, he becomes even bigger, even faster. Even more locked in. Detroit tries to adjust. Dump it inside. Turnaround hook. Wemby doesn't just swat it wildly, he controls it, keeps it in play. That's discipline, that's awareness, that's superstar timing. And the rebounding? Don't sleep on that. Missed jumper. He tips it to himself. Doesn't bring the ball down, keeps it high, finishes strong. That's 7'4" skill with guard instincts. Fantastic. You could see the frustration building for Detroit. Every drive felt risky, every layup felt like a gamble. That's when you know a defender owns the paint. And let's talk about the numbers for a second. It wasn't a perfect shooting night. He didn't need it to be. Because when you finish with over 20 points, 17 rebounds, and 6 blocks, and 4 of those come in the fourth quarter, that's domination in multiple dimensions. Oh wow. The Spurs close it out 11-4-2-1-3. That's 9 straight wins. 9 consecutive. Some people might say they're ahead of schedule, but nights like this doesn't look early. This looks intentional. This looks like a team discovering its identity around a generational defensive anchor. And here's what makes it even more impressive. After getting dunked on earlier, some young players shrink, some hesitate, some avoid the moment. Wemby? He embraced it. He protected the rim like it belonged to him. He turned defense into offense. He turned noise into fuel. That's maturity beyond his years. That's star mentality. Oh my goodness, the ceiling for this kid is terrifying. So now I've got to ask you, was this the moment the league fully realized what's coming? Are we witnessing the rise of the most dominant two-way force of the next decade? Because if he's blocking shots like this in year 1, imagine him in 3 years. Scary. Absolutely scary. If you love seeing elite defense take over winning time, if you appreciate players who respond instead of react, hit that like button and subscribe for more dramatic NBA breakdowns. And tell me in the comments, was that fourth quarter one of the most dominant defensive stretches we've seen this season? Oh god, the future is here. And his name is Victor Wembanyama.